Hello dear subscribers, we're glad you're following us. Followers who visit a random channel subscribe to the channel, press the bell. Today we will talk to you about the cultivation of blueberry crops. We give information, how to grow blackberries, landing. If the soil is poorly drained, increase the height of planting rows or create raised beds 12 to 18 inches wide. Plant as soon as possible in spring, after the soil has warmed to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Planting too early in cool, wet soil may delay development or cause root rot. Do not apply fertilizer when planting. Planting at the correct depth is important. Your planting rows should be no more than 12 to 18 inches wide when planting dormant bare root plants. Use a hoe to create a 2-inch deep trench along the length of the bed. Lay the roots horizontally along a 2-inch deep trench. You may need to place some cuttings deeper than 2 inches to cover all the roots on the cuttings, with the length of the roots parallel to the soil surface at a depth of 2 inches. Cover them immediately. The fine root system should not be allowed to dry out during planting, which can happen very quickly on a warm day. Attention! If the root is planted too deeply, new shoots will not grow as needed. The plant tissue culture is planted 1.5 to 1 inch deeper than the plant's soil level. Year of planting, new growth may not appear for 5 to 6 weeks. The cane part of the plant may never bloom. Expect most, if not all, of the new growth to come from the roots. If you want to check whether roots are developing after 6 to 7 weeks, dig very carefully 2 to 3 inches from the cane. Be careful not to damage tender young shoots that have not yet emerged from the soil surface. If after 7 to 8 weeks the plants are not leafing out or new shoots are emerging from the roots, give us a call. Irrigation, water thoroughly after planting and keep the soil well moist until the plants are well established. The plants should then receive 1 to 2 inches of rain or something like that every week during the season. Don't water every day, once or 3 times a week is enough. Application of fertilizer. You can carefully apply a small amount of fertilizer at least 2 weeks before planting. Do not apply fertilizers when planting, wait until the new seedlings take root well. For optimal growth and yield, home gardeners should apply half a pound, 3/4 pound of October 10 fertilizer per 100 square feet each spring and an additional 1 pound of October 10 fertilizer per 100 square feet in midsummer. Do not fertilize after the 1st of July, as late fertilization will produce tender new shoots that will be more susceptible to winter damage. Commercial growers should use 500 pounds of October 10 per acre or fertilize according to soil tests. Depending on weather and/or leaching conditions, additional fertilizer may be required. Tissue culture of blackberry plants, landing, backfill the soil plug with a 1/2-1 layer of soil, using the same spacing as for bare root plants. Fertilize TC plug plants with the same fertilizer as bare root plants, using 1/2 pound, 3/4 pound October 10 per 100 square feet. Foot at least 2 to 3 weeks before planting or wait until plants are well established and then feed with October 10 to maintain vigorous growth. Water well after planting. Maintain a good level of humidity until the plants are established, or for 4 to 6 weeks, use caution when applying herbicide to TC plants. We have had good results using 4 pounds Devronol 50W per acre. In our experience, other herbicides can damage these plants. A brief guide to growing blackberry, row spacing. Blackberries should be planted 3 to 4 feet apart. It is recommended that rows be spaced between 8 to 12 feet, depending on the technique. Irrigation, before planting, soak in water using agri-gel for 1 to 2 hours, except for tissue culture tubes. Water thoroughly after planting, 1 to 2 inches of precipitation or equivalent per week falls. Fertilizer application, before planting, add 1/2 to 3/4 pound of October 10 per 100 square feet. Commercial growers should use 500 pounds per acre. An additional 1 pound of October 10 per 100 square feet can be applied in July or August and early spring in subsequent years. pH 6.5 to 6.8. Weed control. Regular cultivation is necessary during the growing season. The roots are shallow. Do not cultivate more than an inch deep. mulching your garden plots can help control weeds. Consult your local professional for chemical recommendations. Lattice, we suggest hanging plants from a 5-wire trellis or planting in a stake system on hills. We are glad if you benefited from our information. Bless you.